Lighten up, take me on your magic river. Tell me all your dreams align. Sign me up and tell me about the people that you know who are trying to feel alive. Life can get hard, so honey, if you need to cry, just come share my pillow and rain, rain, go away.
Welcome to Milan, the beating heart of Italian fashion. Here, style is not just clothing, it's a lifestyle. From sleek suits to bold street looks, let's discover how Milan's people turn every sidewalk into a runway.
Everything you're ever thinking, you know that I can take the truth. Call me out if you think I'm never slipping. Maybe I can turn it around. Oh yeah. Baby, if you want us, you know time is on our side. If things are gonna haunt us, we'll just have to put aside. And I'm right here if you just need to cry. Come love, share my pillow and rain, rain, go away. Been some time since you fixed me. I'll never forget your time. I know if I need it, you'll always believe my eyes. Crying on my pillow, rain, rain, go away. Rain, rain, go away.
Milan may be the fashion capital, but even in small villages, you'll find women dressed with intention, grace, and a touch of drama. Whether shopping for fresh produce or attending mass, their outfits reflect a deep-rooted appreciation for beauty and tradition. clothes. It is part of life, tradition, and identity. Italians have a saying, "La bella figura," which means making a good impression. This philosophy goes far beyond physical appearance. It is about posture, confidence, and elegance in every moment. When walking through the streets of Rome, Florence, or Milan, you rarely see someone who looks careless. Even a casual outfit is carefully put together. Fitted jeans, leather loafers, a crisp white shirt, and a blazer that looks custom-made. Italians are not obsessed with trends the way other countries might be. Instead, they focus on timeless pieces, clean cuts, and fabrics that last. This explains why a simple outfit in Italy can feel so refined. Accessories like sunglasses and scarves are not extras, they are essentials. In fact, style in Italy is less about being flashy and more about harmony, quality, and the natural way of carrying oneself with grace. is the birthplace of some of the most iconic luxury brands in the world: Gucci, Prada, Versace, Valentino, Fendi, Dolce & Gabbana, and Armani. Each brand reflects a different part of Italian culture. Gucci represents bold creativity. Prada mixes minimalism with innovation. Versace is pure glamour and drama, while Armani is the king of understated elegance. Italians have a deep appreciation for high-quality fabrics, cashmere, silk, linen, and of course, the world-famous Italian leather. When an Italian chooses an outfit, it is not about buying many pieces, but about investing in fewer, timeless ones. This is why an Italian wardrobe may look smaller, but every item feels special. Even everyday accessories matter. A perfectly crafted handbag, fine sunglasses from Persol, or hand-stitched leather shoes can elevate the entire look. Italian fashion has shaped global trends for decades, but at its heart, it remains about heritage, craftsmanship, and the confidence that comes from wearing something beautifully made. Milan, Florence, or Rome, you'll quickly notice that Italian street style feels like walking through a live fashion magazine. Italians mix classic tailoring with modern streetwear in a way that feels completely natural. A man might wear a tailored navy suit with crisp white sneakers, while a woman could pair a vintage leather jacket with a luxury handbag. Neutral tones like beige, gray, and navy dominate the streets, but Italians are never afraid to add a striking element: red shoes, a patterned silk scarf, or bold sunglasses. Unlike fast fashion culture, Italians believe in quality over quantity. Many pieces are vintage, inherited, or tailored specifically for them. Fashion here is not about showing wealth, but about showing good taste. Even older generations dress with care, proving that style is ageless. Confidence is key. Italians wear their clothes, not the other way around. This balance of tradition and modernity makes Italian street style admired worldwide. famous. Naples, Florence, and Milan each have their own traditions, but they all share the same values: precision, comfort, and elegance. A Neapolitan suit is soft, unstructured, and perfect for warmer weather, while a Milanese suit is sharp, structured, and formal. Brands like Brioni, Canali, Chiton, and Corneliani produce suits that are worn by Hollywood actors, presidents, and business leaders. Unlike English suits, which are heavier and more rigid, Italian suits prioritize movement and natural fit. The shoulders are softer, the waist is slimmer, and the fabrics, light wool, cashmere, or silk blends, flow naturally with the body. This makes the wearer look elegant without feeling restricted. Italians believe a suit is not just clothing, it is a piece of architecture for the body. Even young Italians, who might not wear suits daily, appreciate tailoring and often own at least one perfectly fitted piece. The suit remains the symbol of Italian elegance, timeless and globally respected. Italy, style is not defined by youth, it's refined by experience. Women over 65 are often seen walking through cobblestone streets in tailored coats, silk scarves fluttering in the breeze, and shoes polished to perfection. Their fashion choices reflect decades of self-discovery, cultural pride, and personal taste. They don't dress to impress others, they dress to honor themselves. You'll notice how they pair classic silhouettes with bold accessories, a structured handbag, oversized sunglasses, or a chunky gold bracelet that tells a story. Their wardrobes are curated with care, often filled with pieces passed down through generations or discovered in tucked-away boutiques. Italian women embrace aging with grace, using fashion as a tool to express vitality, wisdom, and joy. In a world obsessed with trends, they remind us that true style is eternal. Fashion culture is deeply connected to its history and craftsmanship. Florence is famous for leather workshops, Venice for glass and artisanal design, and Milan is considered the fashion capital of the world. Twice a year, during Milan Fashion Week, global attention turns to Italy as designers present collections that influence trends everywhere. But Italian fashion is not only about luxury runways, it is part of daily life. A walk in any Italian city shows how ordinary people dress with elegance. Smart casual is the rule. Stylish sunglasses, neat hair, polished shoes, and clothes that look effortless but carefully chosen. Shoes, especially, are central. Italians believe they can define the entire outfit. Brands like Tod's and Salvatore Ferragamo became icons of this philosophy. Fashion in Italy is about balance, tradition and modernity, simplicity and glamour. It is not about showing off labels, but about telling a story of culture, heritage, and love for beauty that Italians live every day. Italy is embraced with pride, and older women often dress with more confidence and flair than ever before. Their style evolves into a celebration of wisdom, experience, and the freedom to wear what truly reflects their soul.
Lighten up, take me on your magic river. Tell me all your dreams align. Sign me up and tell me about the people that you know who are trying to feel alive. Life can get hard, so honey, if you need to cry, just come share my pillow and rain, rain, go away. I wanna hear about everything you're ever thinking. You know that I can take the truth. Call me out if you think I'm never slipping. Maybe I can turn it around. Oh yeah. Baby, if you want us, you know time is on our side. If things are gonna haunt us, we'll just have to put aside. And I'm right here if you just need to cry. Come love, share my pillow and rain, rain, go away. Been some time since you fixed me. I'll never forget your time. I know if I need it, you'll always believe my eyes. Crying on my pillow.
Italian fashion is inseparable from the concept of la dolce vita, the sweet life. Style here is not only about clothes, but about enjoying beauty in every aspect of daily living. Think of sipping espresso in Rome while wearing tailored linen in the summer, or strolling down a Venetian canal with a silk scarf flowing in the breeze. Italians see dressing well as a sign of respect for themselves, for others, and for life itself. Even in small towns, you'll notice attention to detail, perfectly polished shoes, pressed shirts, and neat hair. Colors change with the seasons: light tones and linen in summer, deeper wool and leather in winter. Unlike many countries where dressing up feels like a special event, in Italy it's the default. Fashion is integrated into lifestyle, blending elegance with relaxation. That is why Italian style feels natural and never forced. Women over 65 have a magnetic presence that goes far beyond what they wear. It's in how they walk, speak, and carry themselves through life. You'll often see them strolling through piazzas with perfect posture, a calm smile, and eyes that have seen beauty and heartbreak alike. Their style is never rushed. Every detail, from their earrings to their shoes, feels intentional and personal. They don't chase youth, they embody wisdom, and their fashion reflects that with rich textures, layered neutrals, and subtle elegance. Many still meet friends for espresso in the morning, attend gallery openings, or host family dinners with grace and warmth. Their lives are full, and their wardrobes mirror that fullness, with garments that move with them, not against them. In Italy, aging is not a retreat from style, it's a deeper dive into authenticity. These women remind us that elegance is not about perfection, but about presence. Italian women are globally admired for their sense of style. Their look is feminine, confident, and effortlessly chic. A classic outfit might be a fitted dress, leather boots, and oversized sunglasses. Women in Italy favor clothes that highlight their personality, sometimes bold, sometimes minimal, but always refined. Brands like Miu Miu, Missoni, and Bulgari are favorites, but many also mix vintage with modern. Jewelry plays an important role. Gold hoops, delicate necklaces, or statement pieces passed down from family. Makeup is subtle but polished, focusing on glowing skin and defined lips. The overall result is elegance with a touch of drama. Italian women dress not to follow trends, but to express individuality. In every region, from the colorful Amalfi Coast to cosmopolitan Milan, you'll see variations, but the confidence and glamour remain the same. Italian women dress not to follow trends, but to express individuality. In every region, from the colorful Amalfi Coast to cosmopolitan Milan, you'll see variations, but the confidence and glamour remain the same. Milan, a city where fashion lives on every corner and style is part of everyday life. If you enjoyed this journey through Italy's fashion capital, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stylish adventures.